Hello, welcome to The Talking Point. On today's show, we'll be discussing charity work, and I'll be your host, Ikra Abdi. We'll start introducing my guests one by one, and we'll start with my left hand.
All right. My name is Sultan Abdul Halim, and I'm part of Talents and Go.
I'm Sudais Abubakar from Ummah for Humanity.
I'm Salahuddin Ismail from Make a Smile organization.
I'm Amin Abdurrahman from Make a Smile organization.
I'm Almas Hussein from Make a Smile organization.
Okay, so three different organizations, and I'll start my questions. Sultan,
Yeah.
I want to tell us more about Talents and Go. I want to know more about Talents and Go, and I'm sure the viewers want to know more about Talents and Go as well.
Talents and Go was founded on 2017. Reason was to inspire youth to be able to create ways to stand on their own feet. That was actually the major reason it started, because we are facing big problems in our community. First of all, in employment, quality education, healthcare, and mental health is a big issue right now. That's the main reason why we started the organization.
So you started because of the youth?
Yeah.
Mainly because of the youth?
Yep.
Okay. So Dave, tell us more about Ummah for Humanity.
Okay, Ummah for Humanity was a group founded back in 2015 September, and basically our main aim is to care for the orphans, make them feel loved, and make them feel like they own a place in this world.
So basically, the foundation is about caring for the orphans.
Yes.
Okay. And Make a Smile Foundation.
And Make a Smile organization was started back in 2016, but then it was registered in 2017 September. So the main purpose for Make a Smile organization was to take care of the orphans, show them love and affection. But then after several trips to the orphanages, we realized that they need more than that. So we turned our attention to education.
So
now, Make a Smile organization now is aiming to specialize specifically. It focuses specifically on education as for now.
Okay. So could you please tell us the roles you play?
And in the part of education, we have tried to sponsor several children from children's home. We started with Mama Dahabu Children's Home, which is in Thika Witithie. We started with around 10 children. Now I think we have gone up to 50 children. Plus we added an Ibrahim orphanage, which is in Kasarani. So the main purpose we do is we buy them new clothes for the uniform. We pay their school fees monthly for some and termly for others. I think as for now we do that mainly, the termly fee and the uniform.
So basically you do the education for both Muhammad Dahabo and Ibrahim.
Yeah.
How many kids so far? Can I talk to him, because you guys are from the same organization? How many kids so far, like all of them?
Okay, and Mama Dahabo Children's Home, so far there are 12 children. We pay for them the fees timely. And Ibrahim, we started recently. The first thing that we are trying to do now is to clear the balances that they had before. Alhamdulillah, now we are trying our best. I think there are like 35 to 40 children who are in primary, all of them. Yeah.
Okay, so primary education.
Yeah, primary. And as in Ibrahim, we have one student who we took to Al Furqan Institute in Namanga Secondary School, and Alhamdulillah, we're also paying for him the fees.
Okay. MashaAllah, that's great work. Back to you, Sultan.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what are the achievements you've done as Talents and Go? What have you, like you've said, your main aim is to get the youth to have employment in various sectors. So what have you done about unemployment in the country?
Okay. One thing is like, what does it mean to achieve change? To change one person's life, 2, 10, 20, but to be systemic, that's the problem. So we were what we tried last year is like, first of all, before we come up with our own solutions, first of all, let's understand what's the major problem that youth are facing right now. We could be saying like, oh, youth don't have any jobs and anything, but that's our own opinion. But we wanted to hear from the youth themselves telling us like, this is the problem they're facing, so we can try to come up with a good solution. So last year we did a survey in Majengo, and the purpose was just we wanted to understand, are the youth receiving the right materials actually to achieve their own goals, or is just something in between them, that something like actually blocking them for achieving their own goals. So before we come up with anything right now, we are trying first of all to understand the challenges that youth are facing, or things that actually are blocking them to reach their own goals.
Okay. So have you come up with solutions? Any solutions as far?
Oh, solutions, yes. One thing, youth need to be involved in everything. They need to be part of growth of our community. They need to be challenged. So this year, we introduced a program, an enrichment program, which actually focuses on youth to deliver, to use their own skills actually to help others. So I think in terms of development, in terms of growth, where actually our government fail a lot is actually not to give our youth the opportunity actually to display themselves, to be able to be seen like we can do this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almas,
Yes.
from Make a Smile Foundation. Could you said your representative here said you guys started 2016, and right now it's 3 years. Tell us, what have you achieved any goals? Like when you were starting, I'm sure you had mission, visions, and goals. Like, have you achieved any of the goals you like?
For now, like just 6 days ago, we were doing a fundraising. We're trying to give them shelter. As for now, they do not have shelter. There was issues with the place they're living.
Which
Mama Dahab, sorry.
Okay.
We were doing a project of building a home for them, whereby they have shops down, which will like it will be like a source of income for them, and then like a whole just a building for them to live in, because where they're living now, it has problems. Secondly is education. We've helped them so far, like how many kids? 12. And we started from primary, and now some are in secondary. So I guess it's an achievement so far we've done.
It is. Sudais,
No.
you're in Uma for Humanity, and you've said you started 2015. It's been 4 years, and you've said your main focus is in like the children homes where the orphans are mainly. Tell us, what have you done? What have you done?
Okay,
as
for me,
Uma for Humanity?
yeah. As for us, our biggest achievement is what we did back in 2017 in Ibrahim. You know, the place was pretty messed up, so we did a renovation. When we worked together with Qatar Foundation. We did their dorms, the kitchen and toilets, plus the masjid and classrooms.
And it was a success.
It was a success,
Apart from
alhamdulillah.
that, do you have any?
Yeah, we have a special program called Street Iftars from Ramadan to Ramadan, of which we give water and days to Muslims stuck in traffic along Mombasa Road in Uhuru Highway.
MashaAllah. What are the challenges you guys face? Make a Smile Foundation. I'll start with you.
And one of the main problems that we as a group face most of the time is the funding. We don't have like sponsors who fund us. Most of the time we depend on the little money that our parents give us for our beneficial use, but then we take a little bit and help others. I think the main problem surrounds financial.
Okay, I'll ask you something else. Tell me, your foundation, Make a Smile organization, sorry. It's only students, and you don't have.
Yeah, most of them,
Most
all
of you
of them,
guys.
all of them.
And who started it?
And it was started by us.
Or you, 3 of you?
Yeah, some are not here, but they are the co-founders also.
Okay, how did you come up with that idea?
Okay, and
I can ask you.
okay.
The idea came when we saw the status of these orphans in the society.
How?
And it started by trips first.
Uh-huh.
You visit an orphanage or a children's home, You find these kids, there are many. Number one, they don't have a place they call home. The one who is doing it is one person. Then he or she is paying rent. Then number two, we decided, why don't we do something for these children? This woman or this guy who is helping them is just one person. What if all of us come together and help these disadvantaged people in the society? That is when we came back, and alhamdulillah, we started doing more trips to this children's home. Then we told ourselves, why don't we become somehow different from other organizations? In what way? Most organizations, they go there and give this children's home or these children food and this kind of stuff. So we decided, why don't we give them something that will remain forever in their life? And that is education.
So education makes you unique.
Now, alhamdulillah.
Back to you, Sultan. Tell us about your challenges as Talents on Go.
Okay. Actually, he has already mentioned it, actually finance. But before I go to finance, I will talk about, for example, before we say that money is actually the big problem, like how we prepared ourselves when we are asking for this money. Because you cannot just, how unique is your idea? What are you presenting to the donor? That, oh, you know what, my idea is this and this and this, we want to do this. So finance is a big issue, but I always think like it starts with us ourselves. Like what are we presenting to the people? Like how unique is our idea? Because getting the money is not easy nowadays. The donors themselves, they don't make themselves very open, especially when it comes to Muslim donors. They don't make themselves open, like we offer support to youth and all that. And most of our projects, like the reason why our project, most of them we have not done, because they require a lot of money. Because we are tackling education, healthcare, talent itself, and environment. So most of them, they require a lot of huge money, so which most of ourselves we cannot sustain. So we often to take another step actually to replace the projects with a program which we can able to do within our capability. So instead of actually relying on sponsors and all that, we're just trying to do ourselves something small.
So who came up with the idea of Talents on Go?
Okay, we are
And
many
who's
of
the
us.
founder?
Okay, I started the organization. Purpose was one thing is unemployment to me actually was a big issue, a very big one. You spend time in school. Your mama has paid your school fees from since kindergarten up to university, and then you're going to apply for a job. Now you're going to be asked the similar question. Actually, is how many experience do you have, and that's a challenge for us. So the reason why I started that because of unemployment, someone just inspired me that everybody who talks to me, they always have that thing. Always ask me like I need a job, I need something to do. So I thought like instead of actually sitting down and waiting for the job to come to you, how about we use things that we are born with, our skills, our talent, things that we are for free actually. So that's the reason why we started Talents on Go. I joined with other members, people were part of us, so that we shared the same beliefs, and we came together, and then we said like we need to do something. We need to find a way how we're going to utilize our skills so that we can help others and we can help ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's Homo for Humanity. Are you a founder? Are you the founder of
No, I'm not the founder. It was founded by a brother called Abshir Ado. You know, we met in Journey of Faith at the annual Islamic conference back in 2015. So after that, you know, the brotherhood still remained. We were still intact, we were still in contact. So he called me, you want to start this? So can you be part of us? And I said, sure, why not?
So you joined?
Yeah, I joined.
Okay, can you please tell us the challenges you face as an organization?
Okay, for us, still the same thing, funds. Because we are self-sponsored up to now. Believe it or not, ever since we started, we've never had someone to hold us down. It's the little we get from our pockets, and most of us are also students.
So it's only you guys who sponsor. It's like all of you have the same problem, which is finance, funding. How do you have any solutions to that? Make a Smile Foundation.
Yeah, and as for us, Make a Smile, we sat down.
Solution like a long-term solution.
A long-term solution.
You don't have one.
Like maybe we are planning to get a long-term solution that will serve, but for the short term, I think we started a brand, the Smile brand T-shirts. We brand T-shirts and jumpers. We also print key holders. So a lot of people have been asking. I think now we have sold over 200 key holders, over I think 50 jumpers and 100 T-shirts. I think the money that comes back from the T-shirts and the jumpers, I think people have appreciated it. Once you tell him this T-shirt, it goes for like 1,000 shillings, but the benefits go to the orphanage. I think the guy is more willing to give even 5,000 for the T-shirt only. So I think that initiative, we are coming back to seeking for long-term solutions. But as for the short term, I think the T-shirts have done great work for us.
So you have a brand by the name Make a Smile?
No, the Smile brand.
Oh, it's the Smile brand.
Yeah, Smile.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
Smile
that helps you to like, it's like a short-term goal for you, a short-term solution.
A short-term solution.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't have a long-term solution as for now?
Like we are still planning, but we have not yet put it
into action.
Into action.
Back to you, Sudais.
No.
Do you guys have a short-term solution or a long-term solution? Sorry.
Okay, for long-term solutions, we just have a proposal. We want to build a workshop for these kids. You know, you cannot be giving food. You know, the kid grows, he'll reach 18, 20 years. Then what next after there?
Yeah.
He definitely has to stand on his own. So for us, we want to build a workshop for them.
No, I mean long-term solution when it comes to finance, when it comes to funding.
Okay, for our fundings.
Yeah. Not for the orphanage, for you, for the organization.
Okay, for us, we are planning on starting businesses so that we can get funds from there.
Okay, that's nice. Sultan, what are your short-term solutions, and if you have long-term solutions, what are they?
Short-term, I've not discussed it with my team.
Short-term?
Yeah, short-term. Long, I think we do have. We have proposal that we already written, prepared. Each objective that we have for talent, education, health, and environment, we have all those proposals ready for that. For finance perspective, for a long term, is actually maybe, we used to have these ideas of actually getting like something like a shamba where you're going to like getting the money out of it. If I was going to vision the future, because even if a sponsor give you, for example, you request 1 million, it doesn't guarantee that actually next time you're going to get the same money. So it's up to you guys to make a decision, to look at the market, like the same way these guys are doing something very good. I think people should support that. It's very good. It's a very good idea. When a sponsor actually helps you, it doesn't guarantee that money you're going to be getting every time. So it's up to your team to sit down, talk about it, see the opportunities that actually are there, and then you can use them. So for us, we are depending on our proposals. That's number one. And number two, in case we receive a good finance for a long-term solution, I would say a building can work better. For example, like having an apartment where you can just rent, and always making sure that you're going to get money out of it. Because one thing that maybe the team here is forgetting is that as much as you give charity, remember, like, you guys need the job too. You need to work. One day you're going to reach a point where maybe you've done school, maybe you're starting working, you're going to have very little time actually to spend time with this charity work. So it's up to you guys to think about yourself too. When you're doing the charity, actually think about you guys. So you can do the business, but always remember yourself, right? Yeah. Because you're all students, you're growing up, so it can reach a point where you need money, and you cannot depend on charity every time.
Okay, that brings me to my next question. Most of you are students. How do you do the charity work, and how do you balance charity work and school work? Alamas.
Well, there's small pocket money given by our parents to benefit us for our school projects and stuff. So we come up like unatoa 200, the rest 200. We just come up with certain amount that everyone can achieve or give out. Like, let's say 200 or 100 bob, and then when it accumulates to, let's say 10,000 or 20, we just book a day and then we just go and visit them.
Okay, so how do you balance being a student and doing the charity work? How do you balance the two? Going to school, coming back, doing charity work?
You know, I don't go to school Monday to Sunday, so.
So when do you do the
charity work mostly is Saturday and Sunday, and then maybe you can just sacrifice a day or two if there's a meeting for the organization.
Every week?
No, it's just once a week. I'm sure we always do, if it's a meeting, we do it on weekends, which is Saturday and Sunday. If there's any fundraising we're doing, we do it on a Saturday and Sunday, where everyone is free and available. So that's how we balance.
Does it happen every weekend or?
No, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen every weekend.
And the visits to the homes?
Homes, it happens like once or twice.
Once or twice a month? Or a week?
Once a month, yeah.
Okay. Can you guys please tell me what roles do you play in the organizations you're in? I'll start with you, Amin.
Okay, personally, I'm the treasurer of Make a Smile organization, which is a very big docket. I think in each and every organization, the main thing is finance.
Yeah.
So you can imagine the pressure that me and my team go through in an organization where, alhamdulillah, we thank God, we don't have a certain sponsor or donor who gives us finance. So our main work is to come with ideas. Where can we get money? And alhamdulillah, we started with the brand, and it's doing very well, alhamdulillah. And also recently, I think last Sunday, we had a fundraising for Mama Dhahabo Children's Home, where we managed to raise, with the help of the Ummah, we managed to raise 4.5 million. Our target was 25 million, but alhamdulillah, we said this for 4.5 million, we can start, I think, a foundation for the house. Then later, we will do slowly by slowly. I think everything, you cannot achieve everything in one day. Yeah.
Salahuddin, what role do you play in your organization?
Okay, and as for me, I'm the founder of Make a Smile organization and also the current chairman for Make a Smile organization. The roles that I do is to, I think I'm in every department. As for our group, we have departments. Like for the treasury, there's a department for it. There's a da'wah department. There's an education department, and there's a charity department.
How many members are you?
Okay, our group, the group has a large audience, mashallah. I think as for now, we have, for the active members only, we have, I think, around 50 members who are active. Yeah. But as for the volunteers, we call the others are volunteers. The volunteers, I think, they reach up to 200, I think.
Allah, that's really nice. Today's, what role do you play in your organization?
Okay, for me in my team, I'm in charge of transport and finding I do surveys for the children's home.
So it's transportation and...
I have to make sure everyone is here and everyone is back home safe and sound.
You, Sultan?
Okay, I think I'm a team leader in my organization.
You're a team?
Team leader. Yeah.
So you only play the team leader role?
Actually, I help everywhere, but mostly I was going to say I'm a chairman, which I am, but I prefer to be called a team leader.
So my next question will be, do you guys face challenges where the members don't participate? Like you said, you have a number which are active and others are not active. So is that a challenge?
Yes, it's a challenge. And before we started these departments, we used to have just a general members where we tell them that this is what we want to do, what are your ideas. Then we saw when we are doing these projects or like visiting the children's home, we see a few number coming. Then we told ourselves, why don't we come with departments, different departments, and we put these members in these departments, like charity, da'wah, and we have finance, and we have also health department. So each member will want to go in a department where they fit in.
Yeah.
And if you do something that you love, you will do it very well. So that is how we manage to make most of our members very active. Yeah.
Okay, that's recommendable. And the charity, you said you have a charity.
Yeah.
What do they do?
Charity department, and we told you that our main aim is education.
Yeah.
So every month we visit one children's home. And remember, here in Kenya, specifically Nairobi, we have a lot of children's homes, alhamdulillah. So each month we go to a children's home. The main aim of going there is not just visiting and looking at these children, no. We look at their education. Where do they study? If I take an example of Mama Dahabu, when we went to Mama Dahabu for the first time, these children were in a public school. And the situation there was not that good. So we managed to transfer these children from this public school to a private school, and we pledged and told the mother, it's us who is going to cater for their fees. And with this monthly visits that the charity department does every month, we get so many information about these children, their education, and how we can try to help them as an organization.
So basically the charity department deals with information, getting information for you.
Yeah.
Visiting.
So back to you, Sultan. You said the main reason you started Talents on Go is unemployment.
Yeah.
Have you gone through that unemployment phase for you to start an organization that's based on unemployment?
Okay. You're not saying like it's so based on unemployment. That's why we have 4 objectives, which actually don't go directly to unemployment.
But
When you're talking about environment, where, for example, like them, they're giving a good example of they saw the situation where the children actually are studying. It's not good. It's a bad environment for them, right? And they decided to change the school. So for us, doesn't mean I'm just saying unemployment was the main reason why the charity was started, right? Actually, that was the main reason why it started. But we're not saying that that's where we really focus on, right? Because we have 4 objectives which guide us through all this.
So the unemployment phase, you haven't answered my question.
Which
yet.
one?
Did you go through the unemployment phase for you to start this? And it being one of your objectives?
Yeah, we did a survey last year. As a way...
Personally? I'm talking about
myself personally. Okay. I grew up in a very active, playing very active roles in communities. As soon as I finished high school, I was very active in my community where I used to stay. So I was not that idle. I like to involve myself with a lot of stuff. So as soon as I was done with high school, yes, I felt a bit of unemployment. Yeah, a little bit, but not that much.
So it's not what led you to start Talents on Go?
What led me actually is what I see from people.
So it's not a personal thing?
Personal thing, I can say, yeah. It actually contributed very small, but what I really saw was from the outside now, from the people now who are surrounding me.
So it's the outside world?
Yeah, the outside world.
Okay. Salahuddin, you started Make a Smile Foundation. What led you to start it? Like, what made you start it? And was it easy for you to start it, bring our members together?
Okay, and first of all, I think I have to mention that Make a Smile was inspired, and before we started Make a Smile, I think it started from a video. We used to have a project, me and my friend. We used to look at videos.
Your friend?
Not this one, another one, which we were in the same group with the vice chairman. Then we used to look at the videos, or like these da'wah videos, something of the sort. So one day we came across a video. I think you have heard about Abdurrahman As-Sumait. I think he's a legend humanitarian from Kuwait. The guy started from nothing. He was a doctor. The guy was a doctor, but then he grew slowly. I think his organization now is in 20 countries, African countries. Everywhere. It's helping in education, health, everything. I think that guy inspired us to start Make a Smile. And bringing people together and all that, I think we have to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that the Muslim community, specifically, if I talk about the Somali community, they are so interested in helping, they are so generous. So the moment we brought the idea on stage for the people, I think we got an easy acceptance from the people, since most of the people didn't have this. They had the vision to help people, but they didn't have a platform to execute it.
So you gave them a platform.
We gave them a platform to execute what they loved. So we got a large audience. I think in the first month we had about 50 members. We started off.
So you started the first month with 50 members?
Yeah, I think most of our members at that time were just our friends. Everybody brought, I think, 5 or 7 members at that time. We started together, but then as time went, most of them went away, and the people they told, I think it was a word mouth. The people they tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah.
So that's mainly what grew your organization.
Yeah.
So Days, can you please tell us, how did you started it 2015? How did it grow? Was it like tell a friend to tell a friend, or how did you get the members? How did you get people on board?
Back in 2015, WhatsApp was not that updated like now. We had 2 groups. We had Umma 1 and Umma 2, because a group was maximum of 50 members. So one was full and the other one was full too. So the second one died instantly. Everyone left. So the one remaining, it's up to now since 2015. We were 50, then we grew up to 70, to 100, 249. We also have a branch in Sierra Leone.
149?
249 members.
Oh, so you showed 249 members?
Yeah.
Active members?
Yeah, active members. People seeing from events and videos and pictures of the work that you've done. Everyone grows an interest, like, hey, I want to be part of you.
So 249 active members?
Yeah.
So
and we also have a branch in Sierra Leone.
You have a branch there?
Yeah.
And it's the same person who...
yeah, we have a friend from there. He started it there.
So it's going to grow. I'm happy for you guys. So bringing members wasn't a hard thing for you?
It wasn't a hard, it was a challenge.
Was it tell a friend to tell a friend, or how did you come up with all the
members? Mostly I used to post a lot on Facebook, so people see from the activities.
Like social media?
Yeah, they comment, they come hit your inbox, you want to join, sure. And it's an open activity for anyone. We also have some members of us are not yet Muslims.
Okay, but you don't, the homes you go to, are they only Muslims?
No, we've gone also to the non-Islamic homes.
Okay. Sultan, tell us, how do you get the members? Is it a tell a friend to tell a friend also?
No, we don't go maybe their way because I don't like people joining us if we don't share the same beliefs. Just because I'm a Muslim, now you're joining us. Or maybe because you see us on Instagram or Facebook. We always, we're not that many because we like people to understand what we are doing so that they know what they're getting themselves in. Because people will come because they just seen you, maybe because they just want to, I don't know, hang out maybe. But I always believe we don't have that large number. I think our highest was 37. And right now I think main members actually at 12. Even though we have volunteers group, so which actually are more about 50, but less are very active. So I felt like people need to understand what we are doing first before you just come in. So it's actually, for me, I prefer that way.
So do you have requirements for like when someone wants to join?
Yeah, I think one thing we have to stand out, you have to believe in helping.
Yeah.
If you believe what we are doing right now, for example, like this year, the program that we are doing is actually aiming to the same thing what these guys are doing, children's home. But we're doing a very different thing in the children's home. We're trying to enrich the kids with more knowledge. For example, going through their work, understanding the challenges they're facing maybe in school and how we can improve it at the point, not because at the capability of ourselves, not things that we cannot do.
Okay,
so,
before you even get far,
yeah.
I wanted to ask you, you said your organization mainly, like the main focus is on the youth.
Yeah.
From the youth to homes, how come?
We are focusing on the youth.
Yeah. And this
to do something for the community.
Yeah.
Now, community is part of, now the reason why we're targeting children's home is because we saw the need of that, all right? So the youth need a platform.
Yeah.
Youth right now, for example, like maybe like today people are just staying at home doing nothing. So you give, like for example, like joining them is something good. Because they have given them out the platform actually for you guys to be like coming in and doing something good for your life. So the same thing that we are doing, you come in, the organization focuses on the youth, but the delivers is to actually the target now is to the community now, to play the role now in the community. Yeah.
So you said the requirements, you have to have the...
No, you have to believe what we're doing. You have to believe.
So that's the only requirement.
You have to have the commitment. Actually, just coming in. I don't have anything strict in you not to join, because if you believe in quality education, if you believe in good healthcare, then you can join.
So that's the only requirement.
That's
believing in your beliefs.
Yes.
So do you have any requirements for one to join, if the viewers want to join you guys?
Okay, before we just adding people aimlessly until we got registered back in 2016. So when you're registered, we had the requirements. You have to have an ID first. You have to be mature.
So under 18, it's a no?
No, it's a no.
That's the only requirement?
Yeah, I think that's all about it. Because volunteering is all about sacrifice. You cannot push someone.
Yeah.
It's all about your will. It's from your will.
The only requirement you guys have is have an ID.
Yeah.
Have
Since
an
you're registered.
card.
Yeah. At least you know who you are. You have to be genuine.
So minors, it's a no?
No, not really. It depends.
Depends.
It depends on your case, though. If you're above 18 and you have no ID.
No, minors are below 18. So if you're below 18, you can't.
Yeah, you can't join.
It's a no.
Yeah, it's a no.
Make a smile.
Not in a bad way, though.
Okay. Make a Smile Foundation. Tell me, what are your requirements for one to join? Almas.
We don't have any specific requirement. So long as you have like intention, your intention are just to help these people. You can sacrifice any time you're told to do this, you do it, and just that. We don't have like any requirements. Just so long as we're gonna like that iman, we want to help these people achieve something in their life. That's all we require.
So it's all about commitment.
Commitment.
Before you started Talents on Go, before you joined Umar for Humanity, and before you started Make a Smile Foundation, tell me, were you part of another organization that led you to start maybe your own organization, or any can answer, any of you?
Okay, okay, let me start. As soon as like I already said before, as soon as I was done with high school, I was the chairman of youth group in our area at that point. So I think I started somewhere. I've been involved in a lot of youth activities, a lot of them, before actually I started Talents on Go.
So that led you to that?
Yeah.
Almas? Well, for me, it started in high school. On Fridays, we used to come, we used to have, there's this institution called Mahad Bangani. They used to come and give dawah to us. So we used to raise money, and then they used to take it to orphan kids, all children homes. So that's when I joined them and started this with Ansari Sisters, I guess. So it started there.
So you started that back then. Okay, we've come to the end of the show. Can you guys say any quick message to the viewers, people watching? Any quick message?
Okay. Charity is a responsibility for each and every human. And charity does not know religion. It does not know you're a Muslim or a Christian. So what I will tell the people is that please try and help these less fortunate people in the society, because at the end of the day, our reward, no human being can pay you for charity. It's only God who can pay you for charity. So please let us wake up and help these orphans and these other people.
Okay, mashallah. And we've come to the end of the show. Please help the Make a Smile Foundation by buying the branded Smile t-shirts and key holders. And yeah, play your part, because charity begins at home. Thank you for watching, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Welcome.